What if the secret to a more meaningful life isn't found in more connections, but in less? In a world obsessed with constant communication, this question feels almost heretical. We equate a full calendar with a full life, but beneath the celebrated hustle, quiet exhaustion grows. What if true innovation and self-understanding are born not in the noisy crowd, but in the gentle quiet of solitude? By daring to disconnect, we may finally reconnect with a dormant power within us, a quiet superpower waiting in the silence. We live under the tyranny of the busy, mistaking activity for achievement. Our culture glorifies hustle, rewarding the appearance of work over its substance. But true productivity is about doing the right things well, not doing more things at once. The most significant breakthroughs come from focused concentration, not frantic multitasking. It's time to untangle our self-worth from our to-do lists and honor stillness as a vital part of a productive life. By dismantling the idol of busyness, we open the door to a more meaningful and effective way of living. Our days begin with a flood of notifications and demands, pulling us into a vortex of external stimuli before we even get out of bed. At work and at home, we're always accessible, our attention fractured by endless interruptions. The promise of technology was to make life easier, but it's only amplified the noise. We perform our lives for others, leaving little time to actually experience them. The result is a deep, persistent weariness that no amount of sleep can cure. Recognizing this overwhelm is the first step toward reclaiming our peace and focus. The lifeboat we need is solitude. If solitude is so beneficial, why do we avoid it? Our devices shield us from the discomfort of being alone, filling every void with noise. FOMO and social media make solitude feel like social exile, amplifying our fear of missing out. We equate busyness with importance, so stillness feels rebellious or lazy. The silence of solitude can be intimidating, forcing us to confront our own thoughts and anxieties. It's easier to stay distracted than to face ourselves. But in avoiding stillness, we miss the chance for self-discovery and growth. To unlock our potential, we must overcome the fear of meeting ourselves in the quiet. In our hyper-connected world, where notifications buzz and demands pull us in countless directions, it's easy to lose touch with our inner selves. We're constantly bombarded with information, opinions, and expectations, leaving little room for introspection and genuine thought. But what happens when we intentionally disconnect? When we step away from the constant stimuli, our minds settle, the noise fades, and we shift into a creative, reflective mode. This is where the magic of solitude begins to unfold. It's a chance to reset, recharge, and rediscover the power of our own thoughts. Solitude lets our brains wander, unfettered by the constraints of immediate tasks or external pressures. It's like giving our minds a playground where they can explore, experiment, and connect seemingly disparate ideas. This mental wandering allows us to make new connections, forging pathways between thoughts that might otherwise remain isolated. We begin to see problems in a fresh light, unburdened by preconceived notions or habitual thinking patterns. It's in these quiet moments, away from the clamor of the outside world, that innovative ideas take root and begin to blossom. These are the seeds of creativity, nurtured by the stillness and space that solitude provides. Without the pressure to perform or meet external expectations, we can explore thoughts freely, without judgment or self-criticism. This freedom allows us to delve deeper into our own minds, uncovering hidden insights and perspectives. We can relax and let our subconscious work, sifting through information and making connections that our conscious mind might miss. It's like having a silent partner, working tirelessly in the background to solve problems and generate new ideas. Beyond creativity, solitude also brings strategic clarity. It allows us to step back from the day-to-day chaos and gain a broader perspective on our goals and priorities. This distance helps us distinguish what's urgent, the immediate demands that often distract us, from what's truly important, the long-term goals and values that guide our lives. These small moments of stillness untangle problems that seem insurmountable when viewed up close. They provide the space to analyze, reflect, and identify the root causes of challenges. Solitude allows us to quiet the external noise and reconnect us with our intuition, that inner voice that often knows what's best for us, even when logic struggles to explain it. The clarity that emerges from these moments of introspection is a powerful tool for better decisions, allowing us to act with purpose and conviction. This clarity translates into confident leadership, inspiring others and guiding them with a clear vision and unwavering resolve. Embracing solitude prepares us not to withdraw from the world, but to engage with it more fully and authentically. It equips us to engage with the world more thoughtfully and effectively, fostering deeper connections and more meaningful contributions. History is full of leaders who harnessed solitude for extraordinary achievements. Einstein developed his theories during solitary walks, not in crowded labs. Bill Gates' think weeks in isolation led to Microsoft's most important strategies. Martin Luther King Jr. found clarity and strength in quiet reflection, even in jail. These leaders show that solitude is a strategic tool, not a sign of disengagement. Deep work and visionary thinking require time alone with our thoughts. Breakthroughs don't happen by accident. They're cultivated in intentional stillness. To lead others, we must first lead ourselves in the quiet space where our true thoughts emerge. Embracing solitude doesn't require a retreat to a remote mountaintop or a silent monastery, though those sound lovely, don't they? It's not about grand gestures or escaping your life entirely. It's about finding pockets of peace within your everyday existence. It's about creating moments where you can disconnect from the external noise and reconnect with your inner self. Think of it as a mini vacation for your mind, a chance to recharge and rejuvenate without having to pack a suitcase. It's about taking just small, intentional steps. These small steps can lead to significant changes in your overall well-being. Don't feel pressured to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start small, be patient with yourself, and gradually incorporate these practices into your daily routine. Remember, consistency is more important than intensity. Start with a digital detox, a conscious effort to disconnect from the constant stream of information and notifications that bombard us daily. Set no phone zones in your home, perhaps the bedroom or the dining table, to create spaces where you can truly disconnect and be present in the moment. Or, at the very least, turn off non-essential notifications. Those constant pings and buzzes can be incredibly distracting and can pull you away from moments of potential solitude. Consider muting group chats or turning off notifications from apps that aren't essential. These small changes can significantly reduce the mental clutter and create mental quiet, allowing you to focus on your thoughts and feelings without external interference. Designate a physical space for reflection, a sanctuary where you can retreat and find solace. This doesn't have to be elaborate. Even if it's just a chair in a quiet corner of your home or a favorite park bench, having a designated space can help you mentally transition into a state of solitude. Leave devices behind to signal your brain that this is a time for you, a time to disconnect from the digital world and connect with yourself. It's time for reflection, a chance to process your thoughts, feelings, and experiences without distractions. Build daily solitude habits, small, consistent practices that you can incorporate into your routine to create regular opportunities for reflection and self-connection. Take a 10-minute walk alone, without your phone or any other distractions, and simply observe your surroundings and your thoughts. Journal for clarity, to explore your thoughts and feelings on paper and gain a deeper understanding of yourself. Or simply sit and let your mind wander, allowing your thoughts to flow freely without judgment or analysis. Schedule alone time as you would any important meeting. Treat it as a non-negotiable appointment with yourself. Block it on your calendar and protect it fiercely. Don't let other commitments encroach on this valuable time for yourself. These small rituals make solitude accessible and deliberate, transforming it from a rare occurrence into a regular part of your life. Treat this time as essential for your mental health and creativity, recognizing that solitude is not a luxury, but a necessity for a well-balanced and fulfilling life. Consistency is key. Even brief moments of solitude, when practiced regularly, can be transformative, leading to increased self-awareness, reduced stress, and improved overall well-being. By weaving these practices into your routine, you'll restore balance and clarity to your busy life, creating a sense of calm and centeredness amidst the chaos. You'll find that even a few minutes of solitude each day can make a world of difference in your overall well-being and your ability to navigate the challenges of modern life. The benefits of solitude ripple outward, transforming your self-awareness and relationships. Quiet reflection helps you understand your motivations, values, and emotions, building emotional intelligence. This self-knowledge makes you calmer and more present with others, deepening your connections. Your creative and professional life flourishes as you gain clarity and focus for deep work. You become genuinely effective, not just busy. Most importantly, solitude builds resilience, a stable inner core to weather life's storms. It teaches you to rely on yourself and face adversity with courage. Solitude isn't an escape, It's the training ground for strength and growth. In our fast-paced world, solitude often feels like a forgotten art. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, demands, and distractions, leaving little room for quiet reflection. But reclaiming solitude, even in small doses, can be a powerful act of self-care and a pathway to inner peace. It's about carving out moments to reconnect with yourself, away from the noise and demands of daily life. It starts with a single, humble step, just 5 minutes alone. That's all it takes to begin. 5 minutes to disconnect, to breathe, to simply be. It's a commitment to yourself, a promise to prioritize your well-being amidst the chaos. Choose a time and place, somewhere you can find a sliver of peace. It doesn't have to be perfect, just accessible. Maybe it's after waking, before the day truly begins and the demands of the world start to creep in. Perhaps it's in your car, before heading into work or after a long day, a brief sanctuary on wheels. Or at your desk, during a lunch break, transforming a workspace into a personal retreat. For 5 minutes, a mere 300 seconds, put away all digital distractions. Silence your phone, close your laptop, and step away from the constant stream of information, and simply be present. Allow yourself to exist in the moment, without judgment or expectation. You might stare out a window, observing the world without needing to interact with it. Focus on your breath, feeling the rise and fall of your chest, anchoring yourself to the present. Or savor a cup of tea, paying attention to the warmth, the aroma, and the taste. The goal isn't productivity. It's not about achieving something or ticking off a task. It's presence. It's about cultivating a sense of awareness and connection to yourself. If your mind races, as it inevitably will, acknowledge it and gently return to the moment. Don't judge yourself for having thoughts. Simply observe them and let them pass. Repeat this daily for a week, making it a non-negotiable part of your routine. And notice the subtle shift in calm and clarity. You might find yourself feeling less reactive, more grounded, and more connected to your inner self. Gradually expand your practice, increasing the duration as you feel comfortable. As it becomes a rewarding habit, you'll likely find that you crave those moments of solitude, recognizing their profound impact on your well-being. Small, consistent actions, repeated day after day, plant the seed of a lifelong superpower. The ability to find peace within yourself, regardless of external circumstances. In these moments of stillness, in the quiet spaces you create for yourself, you begin to unlock your greatest strength, the power of presence, the resilience of calm, and the unwavering connection to your true self.